there, TRW crew. Matt Vassallo here with the RhinestoneWorld.com. So got an awesome video here today that we're going to create. We're going to create an awesome looking shirt. We're going to use some of our new True Type fonts that we created for the website. So you can see how cool this is. This is our Super Mom design. Different materials we're using here. We have our electric red EasyWeed, our white glitter, our brown leather, our basketball leather, and then we also have right in here with the basketball design, the black silver glitter. So a bunch of different actual materials just to make this shirt look awesome, make it unique. And then we're also going to add a little something to the back where we got creative. We used two different fonts again, and we're going to have a baseball for the 2, football for the 23. So real cool shirt. Again, just trying to think outside the box. Think of something that's different, something that you don't see every day at the different fields and events you go to. This is going to be a pretty awesome looking design. Now, well, I'll go over all the materials as we're pressing them just to let you know exactly what materials we are using. But we're also going to be using our glitter t-shirt here. So this one is actually from J America. So J America, we're going to have a link right below the website of where you can actually purchase these shirts as well. So you can see the glitter effect on this. So glitter shirt from J America here we're going to use in this video. But what I'm going to do, we're going to head over to our Hotronix 16x20 autoclam here. Of course, we have the blinged out version. But we're going to go ahead and show you because there are different pressing techniques that you'll need to use when pressing a design like this. You have some warm peels, you have some cool peels, different layers as far as how you're going to press it to make it as easy as possible. Because this is going to be a pretty intricate press. We do have our trapping method built in, and we do have 5 different layers. So you want to make that as easy as possible. We're going to show you how right here. So let's go ahead and head over to the heat press. Alright, so we're over here at our heat press. We got our glitter shirt here. I'm just going to grab the corner at the shoulders right here. Bring that right up to my top edges of my heat press. Measure the bottom here, and I know that my shirt's straight now. So corners at the top. You can look at your seams right there on the sleeve. Make sure they're even, and then measure on the bottom. I know my shirt's good, so I'm going to do my pre-press here. Get any type of moisture or anything out of the shirt, and also any wrinkles. Make it a little bit easier to press. Now I have my design. So you can see I layered it all together here so I can see the entire design. Now this one's going to be a little bit easier because I can see my outsides. I have white glitter and white glitter so I can see the width. Now for example, if this R didn't have white glitter and it was a little bit off, you would kind of want to measure it like this and then take off the rest. But since the full width of the white is there, I know I'm going to be able to line it up nicely. So let's go ahead and line this up here. Don't want to take a lot of time in this process. Just make sure, okay, about the middle of the design is going right along kind of the armpit area here is what I kind of look at. Just depending on your shirt, whether you have a scoop neck or a V-neck. I know that I'm right along each side here, pretty evened out there. So I would say I'm looking pretty nice with my alignment on this shirt right here. Look at the bottom, just kind of eyeball it, and I would say I'm good to go. So the white glitter here is actually a warm peel. So I'm going to go about 3-4 seconds here, just get that initial tack on the white glitter. So just be careful when you pull it off because you didn't go for the full recommended time, temperature, and pressure. All we want to do is get that initial tack so it doesn't shrink at all, doesn't move around, doesn't stretch. Very easy. So I would say we're looking pretty good all around there. Now what we're going to do is pick our next layer. So you got to think a little bit when you're doing these layers. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and do my second color of the glitter. And then we do have some cool peels coming up with the basketball and the football. So we got to think about that as well. So now that I have that initial down, I can actually pull the shirt down here a little bit. Just so it's actually easier to see when I'm lining these up. So second part of the design here. Remember, we did the trapping method, so I know I'm just looking at my P and my R. Make sure no parts of the shirt is showing through there. That's looking good there, looking good there. Now you can see I have a little bit of my S exposed, so I want to use my protective cover sheet. And again, I'm only going to go here for about 3 to 4 seconds, again, just to get that initial tack. With the glitter, again, we have a warm peel. Just be careful when you do peel it, just in case it didn't get that full tack down on it. We're good to go there. So this design's starting to come together. Now I'm going to do my electric red, and this is for the laces on the baseball here. So let's go ahead and line that up perfect here. Electric red for the S there. Electric red for the O right here. It's looking beautiful there. Looking beautiful there. And sometimes you'll have to move the shirt just a little bit because, again, you're playing with some small areas here to actually get it layered perfectly. So we're looking good there. Protective cover sheet. And again, since it's the electric red EasyWeed, a warm peel, again, about 3 to 4 seconds. Take the protective cover sheet off there. And you can see how nicely this design's starting to come together. Now we have our cool peels with our football leather and our orange basketball. So it doesn't really matter which one you press first. I'm going to actually do the basketball here. Now we have the trapping method because we're going on top of the glitter, so we don't want to layer it directly on top of each other. So I'm going basketball is looking good there. Basketball is looking good there. Protective cover sheet again because we still had some of that glitter exposed. Now this time I'm going to go for a full 12 seconds because I need that basketball to adhere because it is a cool peel. Now again, it is a cool peel, so you can bring the shirt up here, let it cool down, but honestly I would say bring it over to a wall, bring it to a window, something like that, push it up against the window, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got our design back here. Let's go ahead and start peeling this off here. So again, be careful when you're peeling it up because again, it is a cool peel and it is layered on top of that glitter, so just make sure that you don't have any of the actual design part coming up. So we're looking good there. Looking good there. If you see any of it coming up at all, you can actually just touch it a little bit off the start there, and then we can come back and do an additional press on it. So that's looking good on that area. Looking good there and there. So our E is looking good. Now let's work our way over to our M here. M's looking good there, there. Pull it down this way. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just a quick press again on that basketball, just for a few seconds. Make sure that's got a good tack to it. And then our last layer here is our football. So we're using the brown leather football here for our U and M. Get that layered up nicely there. Layered up nicely on this side so no shirt showing through. Looking good there. Again, you can move your shirt a little bit at different times just because the shirt's been moving through these different presses. So we just want to make sure that we don't have any of the actual shirt showing through here. So you can see I'm moving around the shirt a little bit because these are small little areas that we're trying to get it in to where it's going to fit perfect. Alright, so that M's looking good. That U's looking good. Let's get our protective cover sheet and drop this down, and we're going to go again for the full recommended time of about 10 to 12 seconds here. Alright, looking good there. And again, with the football, remember we have a cool peel again, so let's let this cool down. And as you're creating multiple shirts, the great thing is when you have a large shirt order for something like this, you take this one, you set it off to the side, and you get going on the next one. And just keep an assembly line going of while that's cooling down, you're pressing the next shirt so you're not waiting, it's not extending your actual time. Alright, so we got that football cooled down. Let's go ahead and start peeling this. Looking good there. And just always double check with your basketball, even though it was already on there. Again, you did reheat it, so just make sure you don't pull anything off. And we got ourselves a sweet looking design right here. So I'm going to get any of those wrinkles out of it real quick. So real quickly, just a couple second press here. Alright, just to make it look good for the customer here, it's ready to go. So you can see how awesome our Super Mom design looks right here. Again, electric red. We got our white glitter, football leather, basketball leather, and our black silver up here with the P and the R. Now, of course, we want to take this actual shirt over the top, and we want to do a custom name and number on the back. I'm going to layer my shirt up here, get it all lined up perfectly. We're going to do a full custom name and number on the back. And again, we're going to get a little creative, and we're going to use the 2 from our baseball font, the 3 from our football font, custom name there. So this is going to look pretty sweet. So let's go ahead and line up the back of the name here. Everything's looking good there. Again, don't want to spend a lot of time on this part. Just make sure every shirt that you own is not perfectly centered, I promise. So just go through it real quick. Don't want to spend too much time. That's looking good. Going across the shoulder blades right there, even if they have some longer hair. So this obviously is a shirt for all of our shows, and I'm sure the wife will wear it as well. Initial tack of 3 to 4 seconds on our glitter here. Let's go ahead and get that up. And the cool thing is that design looks pretty sweet there already as it is, even without the other colors. But of course, we don't want it to just be okay. We want it to be amazing. So let's go ahead and do our football leather here. Now, different things you can do, and what I'm going to show you here is I'm going to pull this down so I can see it a little bit more. I don't want any of my black showing through from the shirt, so I got my trapping method on. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to do the 2 at the exact same time. It's going to obviously save us a press. So see how it's actually overlapping a tiny bit here? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the red layer underneath it and then the football. Just make sure if you do this to try and save some time that that leather isn't actually going into the carrier sheet of your red electric. Okay, perfectly aligned there. Perfectly aligned there. Let's grab our protective cover sheet, press this down, and we're going to go for the full recommended time of our 10 to 12 seconds right here. We had it set on 10, so we're actually going to let it go an extra 2 seconds. I'm just going to hold it down here. All right, let it up. Now remember, we have our red here. We also have our football leather. Well, of course, the football leather is the cool peel, so you can't just go ripping them up right now because remember, we put the leather underneath it. So I'm going to let this cool down a little bit. Go over and press it on the wall real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so our football is cooled down here. Let's grab the corner. Let's go ahead and start peeling this off. Again, just pay attention as you're peeling it off that it isn't coming up. Obviously, we let it cool down, and then the red electric, we don't have anything to worry about because that was a warm peel anyway, so we're good to go with that. Let's go ahead and get any wrinkles out, make it look pretty for the customer here. And we are good to go. So check out how awesome this custom name and number on the back looks here. So again, glitter white, football leather, and electric red. Front of the design for the Super Mom on our J America shirt here. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video on how to make this Super Mom shirt. Again, probably not an everyday shirt that you're going to create because it does involve 5 different cuts. It involves 5 different presses. You got to think a little bit when you're pressing it. So it does take a little bit longer. You want to obviously charge for that. But we just wanted to show you how awesome it could look on a shirt with the baseball, with the football, with the soccer, with the basketball, the volleyball, mixture of a couple different fonts that we have, and then the custom name and number on the back there with our baseball and football. So pretty awesome shirt. Probably something that when you go to your different events or different fields, you haven't seen anything like this yet. So you wear this out there, at least now it's giving them an option to see all the different materials that you have. They may not want the Super Mom shirt, but they may want this basketball leather, or they may want the football leather, they may want this baseball. So it's promoting a lot of your products all in one actual shirt that you wear out to the field. So even if you don't sell this shirt, wear it yourself, and then it's going to get a lot of attention. You hand out some business cards. So again, all the materials that we use here, we're going to actually provide a link right below this video to purchase them on our website. The glitter shirt that we're using right here from J America, we're going to post a link to their website as well. They do have the different colors. I think there are 7 different colors of the glitter shirts. You also have the hooded sweatshirts and a couple different styles in the glitter shirts as well that you'll be able to see on their website. So we'll post a link to their website right below the video here, and then all the different, and then also obviously we'll put a link to these different fonts with the basketball and the football and the volleyball and the soccer. So all the different fonts that we used in this actual video here, we'll post below as well. So hope this video helps you out. Hope it gives you some ideas of different things you can do to be unique, to help your business, to help your sales. But of course, if you have any questions, just make sure to give us a call. Number's 941-755-1696. This is Matt with the rhinestoneworld.com. You guys have a great day.